Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery, and today we are going to stitch the cutest dime door I think I've seen in a long time. So hello to everybody. Welcome. We got 100 people in the chat. You guys rock. I wanted to show you my fabric that I've chosen. So this, rather than going just the traditional brown for it, which looks good. I noticed a couple people have already stitched out their doors. Hi Isabel. Hi Misha. Always thank you to the moderators in here and in the group. You guys rock. I couldn't do it without you. But it has a little bit of color variation. I think you guys can see that, but it also has some gold. So, bling bling. Just a little bit. I just thought it was really pretty. It's beautiful fabric. And for the background, I thought it's going to be snowing sprinkles. So this goes on the bottom. I know I'm a little off there. And this will be the sky on the top. So it's snowing sprinkles. And I just thought that would be super cute. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, snowing sprinkles, because why not? I actually looked out the door this morning and it was snowing and I thought, oh, that looks like sprinkles. Oh, I just got this. So yeah, Neon Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Lynn.
Is Neon Lynn in the house?
Neon, Arlyn, Neon. Arlyn Neon. All right, so I wanted to take just a quick minute before we get started to show you guys what I've been working on. And this is it. So hopefully the colors will look good on the screen. Yeah, they do. And what I did, I pieced the top and then I put it on the embroidery machine to do the quilting. So I was trying to learn, you know, the free motion quilting, and it's pretty hard to learn and I probably don't have the time for it. So I thought I'll do it. So if you guys are interested in learning how to do it, it was so easy to do. I used my magnetic hoops on McDreamy and I got it done. They're not perfectly placed, but that's okay. That's okay. This is for Sam's new apartment, and I even did the binding, and it looks good. Believe it or not, this is made from a jelly roll. So I was really excited about that, and it's a lot easier than it looks. But I think this would be nice like it is, but even better with the quilting. And if you guys want to, you know, join me in my journey, I'm really enjoying it. I was so happy when I completed this yesterday. So I'm going to move that away. And the second thing I was working on is a Dresden plate. It's pretty big, so it goes all the way over here. How about that? That's from the same jelly roll, but I just used brighter colors. So I gotta, you know, put it on a background and do all the quilting. So I think I'll just do some lines up for the quilting, something like that. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I find that's the hardest part, is trying to figure out what to quilt on it. But this is what I'm working on, and again, it's a jelly roll, and then I had a ruler, and that's why, if you read my blog, cutting with a rotary cutter is hard. Cutting with a ruler is hard. The embroidery is not. So let me know in the comments after the video if you guys want to learn how to do that. It's a little bit of sewing. You have to practice sewing so you can do the binding and all that kind of stuff. So I just decided to go for it. And I'm having fun. I found I really enjoy it. It comes together, and then to put it on the embroidery machine, that just rocks. So pretty good. Now, a few announcements. We have a new camera set up for McDreamy. We finally got our boom arm situated, so it should be a much better view and no vibration. Yeah, because it's basically hanging from my other desk. So, yeah. because it's in a different position, I may bump it because I'm not used to it.
Don't worry, Karina and I will count.
No, you don't need to count. Thanks, Dawn. You just shush over there. All right, so let's go to McDreamy, Dawn, or I can do it myself here.
McDreamy's up.
I can see that McDreamy's up. So I've got my batting. I've got my cutaway thin no-show mesh, and I'm doing the a casualty.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we're missing an eyeball.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
How'd
You
that
guys
happen?
can't quite see it, but you will. Okay, we're missing. He's only got one eye peeking out. All right, I'll have to fix that. So I'm doing the 5x7, and you can do that with Toolshed, which is Dime's software. And you can just make it smaller. I would not make it any smaller than 5x7, but there we go. So I'm just using, regular batting, regular needle, regular thread. I've had comments on videos saying, what needle are you using? Okay, 7511, I don't change it for anything. So it's always 7511. 7511. So there we go. Bobbin check. I got about a little over 3/4 of a bobbin, so we're good to go on that. So place your batting down. Oh, two more things, the usual. I cut down my stabilizer because it gets in the way of the camera. I don't suggest that you do that. And I'm going to use a dark thread so you guys can see the stitches. If I try to matchy everything, you guys will get lost. So don't do what I do. How's that? Don't do what I do.
With regards to your bobbin, Lynn says don't do what I do and have to change it 20 stitches in.
That was the funniest thing. Misha, I think it was Misha, congratulations on your thread chicken. She won. She had lots to do. That was hilarious with the red thread. So yeah, kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Good.
So our first step is that we're gonna stitch this batting down. We don't have to trim right away, but we're gonna stitch it down. So again, I'm using a dark thread just so you guys can see it. And go McDreamy. Another thing we've done is that we have worked on the air quality in here, so I'm hoping for good things. The air quality meaning the humidity. We had to fix the humidifier. And it's fixed, so hopefully it's going to be a lot better. So that's stitched down. These marks here are to show placement. So now we're going to get a placement of the snow. What's the matter?
Oh. Sharon said you're missing eyes in the candy dish.
Oh my gosh, so observant.
Said, "Let's see
oh, it
that it's in
isn't.
the-" Oh, it's not the right
No,
one?
but I'll use it. That's very observant, you guys. Oh, Karina is paying you to say hello.
I told her it was too late. Hello.
I don't know why he does that. Why? That's kind of weird, isn't it?
What?
We're doing our 2 placements. Hold on, I'm kind of stumped here. Did I miss something? I was retrieving an eye. That looks like an outline. All right, let me stitch it out and figure it out what this is. Because usually we do the placement and then we stitch it down, and it wants to do this placement.
The placement for the house part?
What?
Is it the placement for the house part?
No. Let's see what's next. It seems to be doing placement for everything. Okay, well, that just shakes it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Put your needle up So maybe we're just getting placement lines for everything, which is okay too. I just, I wasn't thinking about it, I guess. I wasn't aware. I looked at the instructions, but that was like 2 hours ago, so. Yeah, it seems to be doing each of them. That's fine. Now, hopefully we'll go back to placement, or we're going to have a pretty silly looking house. Or stitched down. Okay, so no. We're going to have to. So if you encounter this, these are stitched down. So what we need to do is, I've lost the placement, or there wasn't any placement. We need to go back a couple of colors, and we need to, there we go. So now we have our placement, so we can do this. And we're gonna re-stitch just what we stitched. And remember that we need seam allowance. So I'm gonna place this down, and it's gonna stitch it down. Then we're gonna do a quick trim, and then we're gonna do the house, stitch it down, and then we're gonna do the snow. So it's snowing sprinkles. What do you think, Don?
I think it's kind of cool. It's the best kind of snow ever.
Nice and puffy. So because this is thin and this fabric is actually quite thick, every time I try to cheat, I mess it up. So I'm not gonna cheat. Never mind. Never mind. I'll just do it right here. It's nice to have a little more space, Don.
Does that help you out?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't.
Hopefully that's a good position for it.
I hope so. And easy enough to change and get. Oh, I bunked it. It's back further than what I'm used to. I don't usually recommend, cutting at your machine for many reasons, but this one doesn't matter.
Where did you get your sprinkle fabric?
I got it in my monthly sewing kit, and it's really cute. It was a extra. So what's it called over there? Sewers Club. I see it. The Sewers Club, and you get a sewing project and instructions and literally everything you need for that project. And it's really cool. I've been really enjoying it. So that's why I got the fabric. And I got a whole bunch of other goodies too. They add in, like, if you need the first one I got was in October, and it was a green monster bag, and it's really cute. And they give you the zipper, they give you every piece of fabric you need, they give you the thread, that sort of thing. So you might want to check it out. I'm enjoying it so far. I kind of miss my nail stuff every month. They won't ship it to Canada after... How long did I do that maniology, Don? Years.
A while, yeah.
Years and years and years. So... It's just for fun. Oh, look at that. Dropped my scissors. The other reason why I don't stitch at the machine. Okay, so our last piece is on the floor. Everything's on the floor.
You throwing stuff over there?
Apparently. This is our snow. So, I like it. I like it. It's snowing sprinkles. I'm happy with that. I wasn't sure how it would look, but I'm pretty happy with that. Sorry, get my hands in the camera view. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better now. No, it isn't. Oh well. So, okay, let's stitch this down.
This designed to fit a 6x10.
Yes, it is. I made it smaller. So for all the people that have a 5x7 hoop that as their biggest hoop, you can do it as well. I rarely ever stitch the big size, so I I don't know how big it is. Bigger though. Scissors. Oh yeah,
Well,
they.
the Norseman's here. That's why everything's on the floor.
He's gonna be banned. I forgot. See, I didn't
Can
introduce.
I give him detention?
Yeah. I didn't introduce Bjorn, so that's why. And all the while I was trying to put an eyeball on my hoop because that's how we roll here. So, okay. Couple of quick trims. There we go. And this is Bjorn. And that's our Norseman gremlin protection. So, now we're going to start doing the details. And because it's a gingerbread house, the details are in white. But you could use any colors that you wanted. I was thinking white or soft white or beige even would look good. You can experiment. Variegated thread you could use, although I've got some busy print going on here. There are tons and tons of details on this too. I really like it. I really like it. So far, so good. Okay, let's let it run. So it's going to do all the house detail right now. And I'm doing it in white. I think it'll tie the snow in beautiful. Look at the fabric. I love it. I love it. So, cool. Now, I wanted to... Hold on. So, Dawn, can we do the picture-in-picture while it's house stitching? So we can still see it?
There you go.
Are we picture-in-picture?
No, but picture hold on. Modification.
Oh,
Our test cam was upside down.
oh.
Alright, fixed.
Did you turn it around? So, we enjoy this. I can see the chat a little bit better now. And we can still see McDreamy stitching away. You might want to zoom in a little bit on the...
Okay.
I wanted to show you guys what I used my Christmas money for. So, Kimberbell. I've never tried Kimberbell anything ever. Someone in our group stitched out, I think, this one. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. I just thought it was the cutest design. And what it is a bench pillow, but I'm going to make it into a wall hanging. And I thought that would be cool. Now, the really good part about this is you could just buy the design. I think it was like $41 Canadian. I did buy it from a Ontario quilt shop. Just support local. We all got to try that as much as possible. So I got the design. Now they had all the fabric in a pack. So all this fabric here is everything I need for this, including the background, everything but the batting. So I thought that was awesome because I want to do exactly that. And then it got even better because they have an embellishment kit for it. And I was like, what the heck is that? But all the fancy sparkly mylar and the lights. So basically in this bin, this is my project bin, there is everything that I need to make this. So this is beautiful, sparkly. Even down to one of the blocks is a quilt hanging. So you get the quilt, isn't that cool? And you just sew it on. And this is on a bench. So it sits on the bench. I was like, I don't know what this is for on it, but awesome. This is kind of like leatherish, but shiny. Look, here's the lights. I was just amazed. Here's the pins that held up the quilt on the line. Here's the line. More beautiful stuff. And I don't know what that is, but there we go. More, Mylar, and then black sparkly felt, and more lights. So all the detail stuff, and it's fantastic because I didn't have all of this stuff. And I thought it wasn't that expensive to get the whole kit. And I thought this is going to be a seriously fun project. So maybe we can see this a bit better. But it puts eyelets, and you can push the lights right through and light them up. So isn't that a great oh, that's felt too. So much.
Sandy Elsart says plastic goes over the windows, don't lose it.
Oh yeah, right there. Plastic goes over the windows. Yes, thank you. But nice, I just moved it aside for some reason. It wasn't pretty enough to show, maybe. Isn't that something though? And I love the designs. I just thought it was the cutest thing. Bench pillow embellishment kit. So I just thought that's
cute. I like it.
Super fun. So that's what I spent. So thanks, Mom, for the birthday money. Thanks, Don, for throwing in a little extra. Oops, did I forget to tell you that? Whatever. So I could get the whole kit. I'm really excited. And of course, I love the fabrics. They're not necessarily Halloween fabrics, not all of them, but they're so pretty. I like this one especially. So yeah, make sure you support your local quilt shop as much as you can. It's helpful in these trying times, and I just thought this would be fun. So I don't know if you guys want to stitch with me on this one. I don't know, how accessible. This is the first time I've seen Kimberbell stuff in Canada that I could actually buy. So I don't know if you guys want to just join the journey. It looks like there's a lot of applique and there's Mylar. See, I don't know how well you guys could see that, but that's the quilt.
The only thing that she didn't like was how tiny some of the pieces are. Doing the little tiny windows with fabric and Mylar and plastic was a challenge, but it turns out awesome.
Yeah, it's probably worth it. I wondered about that. Are we frozen, Dawn? Nope, we're back. I wondered about that, but yeah, so I got the designs, all of the fabric, which is easy and a time saver. That's what I was excited. I don't have to go digging for the right fabric or anything like that. So I just thought it would be a fun adventure.
They want to follow along.
Okay, so we'll do it's gonna take a while to do. I'm not sure if I'll do them live or if I'll do them so I can cut down on the stitching a little bit. See if we can do it that way. I'm not really sure. We'll figure it out, but I want to get started on it. And basically, I think if I'm going to do something, you guys might as well follow along with me. So I feel confident enough about the sewing to show you guys a few things. I'm not a professional at it. I'm really good at the embroidery, but not so much the sewing. But together we can work through it. So I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited, and I'm really dying to stitch it out. I know it's not Christmassy as our gingerbread house stitches out in the background, but I think it's fun. So I'm really excited about this. I love that I have the whole thing. I put it in my bin, so everything is together, and all I have to do is pick out some thread. So no neon pink, Lynn, but I think we might do bright colors for it. But I'll see. I'll look into it, and maybe, post a video for you guys to watch here and there. I think it would be fun. Fun. So our house. So thanks for letting me share my stuff. It's awesome. So go back to McDreamy there, Don. I'm gonna peel an eyeball. Alright, you can let him be up then. There he is. Looking good. Okay, so now I have a minute to that's much better without vibrations. That's really good, Don. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I'm happy. Remember to share and enjoy. Well, I hope to see some fantastic doors. Yes. So Eileen Roche can find it. So hashtag DIMEDOOR. You see it there. I think it's been fun. If she does something else for the new year, like a monthly free release, we will be stitching it out every month like we did with the door. I have not heard anything yet. I did speak to her about it when I was on her show, but she didn't really know what she wanted to do. I suggested windows, but I think she wants to do something completely different, so I don't really know. Look at the gingerbread house. I will say though, I have thoroughly enjoyed the doors. I think they've been fun. So if I had to name my favorite, I think the Halloween, the gnome in the woods, and this one. I think that's the...
Yeah, those are my favorites too.
Yeah, I like the other ones. The beach house one turned out beautiful. And there's some... I think those are my top ones.
Eileen said on Monday she's going to be doing something fun.
Oh, all right. This Monday.
Yeah.
Well, we're gearing up.
Like this past Monday.
Oh.
On her video, she said she would be doing something fun.
That was a long video. I didn't watch it all. So thanks for that. So the video she just did, so she is planning it, which is awesome. So we can count on our monthly sew-alongs from Eileen Roche, which is awesome because I love it and I bet you it'll be spectacular. Ooh, my house is looking gorgeous. Neon purple. That'll be, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what she reveals. Maybe a garden or a backyard. It was a very long video. Good to watch in pieces. Yeah, I was busy learning and sewing and making 6 mistakes, like I said in my blog. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, yeah, gotta share all this. 6 things I learned in the last 2 weeks. And I just laid out everything for you guys. That's what I learned. And there was quite a lot. So I enjoy writing. I'm glad I made time for it. I'm still fiddling with the eyeball. My really long nails. Can't take the paper off the back. I need like a pin or something. Oh, I might have it. Might? Maybe?
Use your little cricket hook.
My little cricket hook. The one that saved McDreamy. To get all that monofilament you can't see me now threads. Yeah. Thank you. Just all this just for an eyeball, man. Alright, got it. Now I am just going to stop for just a second so I can eyeball place, because I hate to see this guy with only one eye. I have no idea where his eye went, but there we go. Okay, all better now. 2 eyes.
You can see properly.
Yes, well, we don't want a hoop that can't see, right? I know. What's that?
Misha asked if you have the suction handle for your quilt orders.
I don't. I have a small one from Sweet Pea. But you're talking about the big handle. I wonder if that would help with rotary cutting. But I'm learning and I'm taking it. I've been at it for a couple months. The other thing I've been doing is the English paper piecing. And I wasn't sure if I liked it at all. But I love it. So I'm going to continue working on that. Still need some practice. Are you eyeballing the eyeball placement? Oh, that's very funny, Susan Wee. Yes, I eyeballed the eyeball placement, and it's off, I'm happy to say. It's not quite in the right spot, but there we go. That could be a funny mug rug, too. Eyeballs. Eyeballs. It would definitely help with cutting. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll make a note of it, because I struggle a little bit, but it's a new skill. I'm used to doing everything on embroidery, so, you know, have to learn. And I'm improving my sewing skills, not just binding skills, but I want to be able to finish my embroidery designs, you know, like in the hoop quilt designs better. So that's why I'm doing it, and then I can pass it on and I can have better samples for you guys, you know, the whole bit. And it's fun learning. However, the only thing is, with me doing all this learning and practicing behind the cameras, I haven't been doing much digitizing, and I kind of miss doing that. So I think I'm going to get back onto that, and I don't know. I'm having fun, though, so I don't know. I don't know. So can you give us more detail on the clear thread? Is it is it not meant, Brenda, really? It is meant for sewing machines, but you have to be really careful with it. Monofilament thread, and it's smaller than what I'm used to, and you really can't see it. That is literally the point of it. And I had white fed into McDreamy, which is my sewing machine. Kind of goes with McDreamy, of course. And somehow the monofilament thread that was sitting beside it got drawn in to the machine. So it was doing double thread. And the monofilament, because there was no tension on it, got messed up with everything, and it was kind of a disaster, and it was wrapped, it seized the machine. So I was stitching along, and remember, I'm very sound sensitive, so I kind of know by the sound if something's going wrong, and I didn't hear anything, and then yeah, it seized. And I couldn't see anything wrong. I looked and it's just two spools of thread. I looked in the bobbin, there was nothing. I looked in the thread, like in the needle, and there was nothing. And I called Don up, and it took him a minute, and then he was like, oh my goodness, monofilament thread. So we had to open it up and sit for, what did it take, 3 hours? We took turns picking out the monofilament thread. And you have to be very careful doing that. Don is like the maintenance guy. So it took a while. But we got it, and it's forming beautiful stitches, and all is good. So I'm changing to a bright yellow, and I thought this would be cute. I thought for a little while, I thought about this door because it's been out for a while, and I thought about it, and I was going to change the colors of the candies and whatnot, just to something wacky, but I didn't. I stayed up too late sewing. I don't know what I was gonna do, but kind of make it like a kind of like a gothic kind of gingerbread house. I just thought that would be fun.
Bonnie says, I thought McDreamy was a scanning cut.
He's been upgraded. I still do have a scanning cut. It's just a no-name scanning cut. no name on
He
him.
doesn't deserve a McDreamy name or anything.
Well, when you compare it to McDreamy, what is McDreamy? Quilt Club. I don't remember what he is. Quilt Club.
Quilt Club BQ 3050.
BQ 3050.
It's basically McDreamy without embroidery.
Yeah, which is exactly what I wanted. So I know McDreamy switches to a sewing machine. I know you don't have to take the arm off to sew, so you're just changing the foot and stuff. But I've been doing bigger stuff, and because of all the cameras, we try not to move anything because it takes us so long to set up. So it's nearly impossible to get his embroidery arm off and put the normal sewing arm that goes on here. And that's just because of our setup. So we were looking for quite a while. I bought one sewing machine and it was on sale. I think it was on sale for $700. And I was sewing with it as it was just convenient. And Don came upstairs and he said, "Is that a tank or a sewing machine?" I'm like, I know. It didn't want to sew through anything. I was so stressed, and it was loud and clanky. I mean, it was okay, but I figured for $700 that Canadian that it would be a decent machine, and it just wasn't. It just didn't want to do anything. So we looked around. We found this one for McDreamy for a great deal, and it's basically McDreamy without the embroidery, which is exactly precisely what I wanted, which is really nice. So now I don't have to worry about cameras and moving cameras and anything like that, and I just stitch.
You can even swing the camera around and aim it at McDreamy if you wanted to.
Yeah, do you think it would go?
Yeah, I would probably have to zoom in on the view, but
that's
it'd
okay.
be far away. But yeah, you think you could make it work?
I think that would be cool, because if you guys want to, you know, play around, learn with the stuff that I'm doing, then yeah. I think we'll stick with our lives for what we do now, because I love them and I don't want any of the lives to change. It's just way too much fun. Yeah. Do some recorded, so they're a little bit shorter and just kind of chock full of information. And I'm going to put it in the OML Crafty Extras, or maybe I'll make a OML sewing one. But trying to find what everyone's interested in so we can get huge subscription and views and keep it going.
200 views and 108 likes.
Yeah, if you're watching, please like the video, please. That's awesome. So, need more people for thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Betty Turner and Susan Weehee. It's important. Every time you interact with one of my videos, YouTube pays attention to that. So if there's a lot of likes and a lot of views, that helps me out. And comments and shares, and like I said, any interaction on it helps. So, I mean, it's easy for you guys, and it's free, and we have so much fun that I want to keep it going. So we've managed, how many years have we done this with OML? 2 years?
Yeah.
1.5, 2 years. And I want to keep it going on. It's so much fun. Look, the gumdrops look really cute with my snow background. Ha! I like it. I think it's looking good. So I am happy with the view, Dawn.
Yeah, I like it.
The green is metallic thread, by the way. Just so you guys know.
Kind of looks like metallic.
It is. It is. The green and the red are going to be my King Star metallic. The rest of the colors are just regular thread.
So the green ones are coated in sugar and the other ones aren't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Gumdrops. Yay. Do you believe it's like 3 weeks till Christmas?
No.
I hope you guys are stitching some awesome mug rugs.
It still feels like January.
I know. Of 2020.
Year.
I
Yeah.
know.
I can't believe the year's gone already.
It's been fun embroidery wise, though, I will say. Pink gumdrops for me, says Lynn. Does that even exist? It probably does exist. That's funny. So hopefully Lynn would get a new dining room table. I gave Sam our dining room table when she moved out. It's the table that she grew up with. So we've been a couple of weeks without a dining room table, and it's kind of weird because the room is empty. So hopefully we're getting one today.
We'll fix that after the live.
Hopefully. I would also like to say thank you to Lynn. When I went over to Lynn's house a few times, she has this really cool reclining chair, and it's a little bit smaller than most chairs, and I just love it because it fits me. I'm not, the tallest person around. And she got me the chair for my birthday, so I sit and I'm very comfortable and I'm enjoying my English paper piecing and watching TV, and it's helped me relax a whole lot. I'm trying to be unplugged in the evenings. I'm trying really hard so I can relax a little bit more. It's awesome. These would also look good if they're all the same color, by the way. I was thinking doing them all red so it would stand out, but I need to get busy on Christmas presents. Yeah, it's like 3 weeks away. Somebody said that on the news yesterday, and I'm like, oh crap, have I done anything? No. No, it's gonna be, we call it a skinny Christmas, so we don't want anyone to go out shopping or anything like that. So, that's it for the orange. And now we're going to do the red, which is my metallic red, which I like. That's awesome.
Candace says I need to get going on my embroidered holiday cards. Yes, you do, if you're going to get them mailed in time to get out there.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Time's running out.
I really do like the embroidered cards. I think they're very special. And I think we'll send one to your grandma, Dawn. We'll give it to your...
I think she would love that.
I think she would be really impressed. Really, really impressed. I like to do crafty stuff for... The bonus part is Dawn's grandma is a dachshund person. So it was easy for me. I just created some dachshunds designs and put it on towels, and she just loved it. So yeah, because it's hard to buy grandma's presents. They don't really want anything. However, if you make it, they will love it. So even mug rugs and everything. I'm signed up for my first live sew-along on Tuesday with Embroidery Garden. I hope I can get Zoom to work. I've never used it before. I've never used it too. I was surprised that they're charging $30 for it, but everyone seems really happy with the classes and stuff, so good for them. Good for them. As long as everyone's having fun and the classes. Where do you get the envelopes to mail the embroidery cards? Well, they should be 5x7, so if you buy blank cards and stitch on it, or do it the second way that I said, do the embroidery and then glue it on, which I actually liked a little bit better, the envelopes will be the same. I, of course, liked the ribbons that I did. That P-Touch is so much fun. I actually, for the third time this year, went out yesterday. I have not been going out because of my heart problem. I don't want any troubles with that, but I just kind of needed some air. And we went to Michael's and I saw the P-Touch machine. And I thought that was cool. So, okay, now it's going to stitch the gumdrops in the front. And I'm going to skip that because this is kind of small and the gumdrops are kind of small. And this is a pretty busy background. So I'm going to skip to the next color, which is a gumdrop. So I'm just pressing color forward. I think on the bigger ones it'll be fantastic, but I think it'll make it too busy on this one. Probably. Oh, put your foot up. Dude, put your foot up.
Sandy Hillsart says you can get you can buy cheap boxes of 5x7 cards at the dollar store. You can usually find them there and just use the envelopes.
Well, or
on Amazon, or
yeah, or you can have Christmas cards, like, you know, they'll have a background and a saying on the front, and all you need to be able to see is the edges of it. Remember, I put I picked some busy, I was going to say fabric, but it's paper, and it looked really good. So you can just put your embroidery over that if you wanted.
If you're really crafty, you can make your own.
Well, that was the other thing. If you have a cutter, you can just take cardstock. And I know, for example, Cricut has a whole bunch of free envelope designs of any kind. Or you could just fold it over. So, Don, did you make any minis for the December door? No, he didn't. We've been pretty busy with the business, trying to keep the business running so we can keep doing this. So he just simply didn't have time for it. So,
I think this is good without the goodies.
Yeah, that was the thing, Don.
It's got a lot of nice to do.
I think it's pretty good. I'm, you know, the bigger one, I think you need all the details, and I do like the little splash of color at the top, but I don't want a whole lot down here. Like, I would like to put one candy cane on each side, just because the door is smaller, and the general rule for embroidery is, if it's smaller, less detail. But I'll stitch these out and see how they look. But I think, because it's two candy canes with a bow, and it does need something here. Excuse me. But I think the bigger one would look a lot better. So that's just my opinion. I agree. Alicia says it's pretty just as it is. So Lila, thank you very much. Sorry. Just had a drink. It's still dry in here. We're working on it.
It's coming out.
I'm really happy with the camera view, Dawn. It's nice and steady.
Yep.
We can zoom back and forth
It's
a
good
whole bit.
location to move that camera around for whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because it's on a big boom arm, so we can move it if we want a sideways view, or just turn it for when Lynn stitches, that sort of thing. So, lots of upcoming projects, you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the pre-recorded videos as much as the lives. So maybe once in a while we'll do a live on different things, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be tons of fun, and if I'm working on it, you guys should too. Noticeable difference, love it. Yes, yes. I adore the fabrics and the colors too. Thank you. I thought sprinkle snow when I thought of it. I thought, oh yeah. Oh yeah, 'cause yeah. Why not? The camera view is awesome. Yeah, it took us a while. We had the boom arm, and it was just easy. So, like, I do use McDreamy, well, not on camera, and it's in my way, so I like to shove it out of my way. But this, we have it mounted up high, almost at the ceiling. And I have a lot more room, like here, which is nice. I like it.
Let's welcome Carol Dirge. She was on YouTube and this video popped up.
Oh, yay! Welcome, Carol. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. We have a lot of fun. We have a gang, and there's a lot of people in our gang. It's an embroidery gang, so we do good things. We have a lot of jokes, so if you don't understand what we're talking about, feel free to ask, and we'll fill you in. And there's over 1,000 videos on the OML Embroidery channel, so subscribe. We're doing lots of projects. We have lots on the go, and it's fun. Saturday morning, I think, is our favorite time. Digitizing on Wednesday, and project on Sundays. So tomorrow, that reminds me, Chris Yost, thank you very much. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the Sweet Pea faces. I think we'll do the snowman. Isabel, thank you. Thanks for these Saturdays. It just brightens everything up, doesn't it, our Saturdays? I love it. It's so much fun. So we're going to do a quick switch back to my Kingstar Metallic Red. But see what I mean about the candy canes? They're a little bit small. I mean, it's still going to look like a candy cane, but if you're doing the full size, I think they look stunning. But sometimes, you know, when you make things smaller, and remember, when I did make this to a 5x7, I use the native file. So when you do a download, there's a file and it's called C2S. And that is the native file of the Dime software. So that's how I was able to reduce it and still have it look good. I would not do that with a stitch file. So, because that's kind of like crazy. You would have because it's a working file, you can play around with it, and I might have, if I had more time, you know, make a few changes to this. These are a bit small for my liking, but you know what, it's also okay. But yeah, don't take like a regular stitch file and try to make it small like that. Cindy King, hello. Nancy says, I'm using Kingstar on the gumdrops. Yeah, they're beautiful. I may stitch this one out in the original size because I think, just while I have everything out, I think it would look a lot better. This is okay, but like I said, I think I would prefer just one big can. Ooh, watch your fingers. Don't do what I do. I think it would look better. There's also bows that it's a little bit dense. Still cute though. Still cute, but I think I will do it a little bit bigger. It works, so the people who have, will this file work in PES for Baby Lock? Yes. Yes. You can get it off of the Dime website for free, and it comes in a larger size, and that's generally what we do, and we make hangings out of them. If you look at the picture, it's got tabs on it. I don't necessarily do the tabs. I've done it a couple times, but the Halloween one is the only one that I hang up, and I just still have it at my desk. I just love the Halloween one. And I just do it in a smaller size to show people that if you have a 5x7 hoop, that you can still do the design.
You use the tool shed to resize, you said, right?
Yes,
yeah.
The tool shed to resize, and you have to use the C2S file. I think Eileen Roche has a couple videos on that where she showed everyone how to do it. I would not make it any smaller than this, though. Like, you cannot bring this down to a 4x4. Way too much detail in it. Way too much.
And if you're new to the dime doors, make sure you download the other 11 doors from here.
Yes. I have a video. I have a video for each door. So make sure you download them. If you don't, you can just fill your cart. They're all free. Because eventually I think they'll be going away off of her website. I have no idea though, but I would think so. But I have a stitch along video for all of them, so it's awesome. I noticed a lot of sites are saying do not open the design in software, just transfer it to USB. Is that because it messes up the stitches? There have been, there are some, I noticed Sweet Pea says that too. Stuff happens that I think digitizers aren't aware, like don't understand what it is. When it brings it in, it may change colors or whatever. So just to be perfectly clear, when I'm saying bring this one in to your software, the tool shed or the Perfect Embroidery Pro software, it's the working file that I'm saying bring it in. But yes, if you don't need to bring it through software, then don't. Just send it to your machine or send it to your USB, and then, you know, they can guarantee it more. I have noticed that, like, we had a problem. It wasn't the JEF files, it was another one, that the testers, when they got it, some things were out of order. And it's like, you know, it can happen, and it would be better if you didn't have stuff like that to happen. So, woo!
Has to do with how the software interprets it.
Yeah. So, for stitch files, which are the PES, the JEF, and the whole bit, I know, it's, you okay, McDreamy? He's okay. Woo! He's just motoring.
Esther says that Eileen said she'd be taking the doors down on January 1st.
Woo! So, if you don't have your doors, get your doors then. Wow. McDreamy's rocking. So, this is also a perfect example of why you do not need to change the speed of your machine. So, what's the perfect example? This. Because listen to how fast it's going. I didn't change anything or do anything to it. The machine knows how fast it needs to go. So you don't need to just take that off of your list. What speed do you run McDreamy? I run him at the top speed. He doesn't necessarily go at that speed, but like I said, the machine knows. So all through this whole design, I haven't touched the speed, and I never do. So it's just one less thing for you to worry about. But see, that's the running stitches are a little bit slower, and then he automatically speeds up. So yeah. Don't worry about it. Slowing down your machine does not make it stitch. It does not make it stitch any better. So just so you know that, just one less thing to worry about. The machines are smart enough to know what they should be doing. So I just leave it. I just kind of like the needle, 7511. I don't change it for anything, ever. There's no need. It does everything that I've done is the same 7511 needle. So it's just kind of, you know, two less things to worry about. And it's, you know, you got lots of things when you're doing embroidery, so.
125 viewers and 150 likes.
Yay! Getting a little better there. Like. Alright, so green. Oh, did I thread it? I may not have. That happens. I'm thinking, no, I didn't thread it.
Misha says she actually gets better stitches when it's running full tilt.
Yes, it's made for that. And I know there's a lot of people that'll argue it, but I use logic. So logic says that the machine is going up and down. Faster or slower wouldn't make any difference. The stitches are still forming exactly precisely the same. The only variant on that would be normal metallic thread. You have to slow it down because the thread needs time to unwind so it won't break and cause you great anguish. So that would be the exception to the rule. But it forms the stitches. This is one thing I told Lynn with her little older Mickey machine. I said, you can do, as long as it's the same size, you can do anything on your older brother machine that I do because, other than the size restriction, because your needle goes up and down exactly the same way as McDreamy's. So he may have a more efficient motor or something, but you know what? Mickey's lasted, I don't know how many years. Needle goes up and down. He's a little bit slower, but when Lynn stitches something, take a look at her penguin, it looks exactly the same as what I did. So, yeah. Don't worry about it. McDreamy is smart enough to know.
Danita says she only slows it down if she's worried that it might catch fabric on the previous stuff.
Yes. Now
She
that
can monitor it.
that is smart. That's I did slow it down on a creative Kiwi design. But just keep in mind, now I've had many arguments with people about it. Because I say the machines are made to go that fast, and they say, well, a car's made to go 300 miles an hour, but you should you, sort of thing, but that's something completely different. So it's not even the same argument. Yes, his eyes are wrong.
They slow down when they need to.
Yeah, the rest of the
They're
time,
smart.
just leave it. Just leave it. Can we go back to the desk, Don?
Yes.
We're not going to hear the happy music.
Desk is up.
Because the last thing is an outline for the bow, and I just think it would be too much here, although the candy canes do look beautiful. I love this. I am gonna stitch it out bigger, and I think maybe I might make a black and white version of it, believe it or not. I think that would be really cool. Okay, so before we go, I want to go over the steps that I missed, because I'm sewing these together, the 5x7 block. So I'm just making a quilt block. I'm not making a hanger. So after these finished, then there would be, the next step is a line across. And what you do is take your tabs that you made, and it's just folded fabric, and you face them in, and you could tape them down. You don't really want them to move or get caught, so use painter's tape. And it's going to stitch a line across just to stitch those down. And again, they're facing that way, so the edges are here, the loops are here. And after that's done, then you put a piece of fabric down, face down. And the next step is it's going to stitch everything down and leave an opening. And once it does that, you're done. Take it out of the hoop. You can trim it down with a ruler and make it look pretty, and then turn it and, stitch up the hole, and it's done. And these will pop out and you can hang it up. I really like this one. I think a black and white version. What do you think, Don?
I think it'd be cool.
I think that would be really fun. So just like an old-timey kind of picture of it. I think that would be fun. So black and white and shades of gray. And no, not 50. If Karina and Lynn are thinking that. Not 50. Not 50.
Oh, they would be.
Yeah, just for fun. These doors, I just love them. So this is on my top 3, this door. Cindy King, I'm behind on my doors. I know you're probably getting to your busy time right
They've
now.
been really fun to do all year long, and this one is no exception.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And like I said, when you're making it smaller, use your own excuse me, instincts about it. That too much here for the smaller one. I'm glad I left it because I want to see the fabric. Bigger ones, do everything that's there. I think it's awesome. I'm so happy with this. So, thanks everyone for watching. I can't wait to see your doors. Gingerbread houses don't actually have to be gingerbread color. You can do what you want. I'm going to work on a goth version of it, or steampunk, I guess I prefer. And I'll let you guys know. And I'll be working on my other projects and bringing you guys into that. Tomorrow, don't forget, Sweet Pea, one of the faces. I will post the link and what we're doing. And so you guys can look for that and you'll be all set. It's at, what is it, at 4 tomorrow?
Yes.
You think I would know it, but I had to go over today's Saturday. So thanks everyone for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel. Welcome new people. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everyone.